Welcome, dear listener, to another tranquil evening with Midnight Murmurs Radio. I am Evelyn Blackwood, and tonight I invite you to join me on a gentle journey through Haunted Harvest. A Columbus Day nightmare. As you lie down, feel your body sink comfortably into your bed, the blankets wrapping you in a soft, cozy embrace. Let your hands rest loosely at your sides, your legs uncrossed, your muscles releasing tension with every slow exhale. Take a deep breath, inhaling the calm and quiet of this moment, and exhale any lingering thoughts of the day, letting them drift like fallen leaves in the soft autumn wind. Close your eyes gently, knowing that this is your time, your private space, a realm where you can explore mystery and history while remaining perfectly safe and peaceful. Picture, if you will, a small New England village tucked between gentle hills. Its streets lined with homes aged gracefully over centuries. The leaves have turned golden and amber, tumbling lazily from their branches in the gentle October breeze. There is a subtle hush over the town, a magical stillness that wraps around every rooftop and cobblestone like a delicate cloak. Lanterns sway softly on porches, their light flickering like tiny captured stars, casting warm, calming glows that dance across the walls and sidewalks. Somewhere in the distance, the faint toll of a bell echoes, a rhythm that seems ancient, as though time itself pauses to take a breath. This is the beginning of our sleep story, a guided journey designed to soothe you into a state of calm, while inviting a whisper of intrigue, just enough to tickle your imagination without disturbing your peace. The village is preparing for Columbus Day, a day of remembrance and quiet festivity. Cornstalks are bundled in neat clusters along the edges of streets, their dried leaves rustling softly in the wind. A gentle, almost musical sound that blends seamlessly with the distant murmur of children laughing and playing. Pumpkins, carefully carved with whimsical faces, lined the steps of every home, their candlelit interiors glowing with a magical warmth. You can almost hear the subtle creak of wooden shutters, the soft patter of boots on wooden boards, and the whisper of fabric as townspeople move quietly through their routines. Everything is peaceful, calming, coziest in its subtle rhythm, yet the air carries a hint of something unusual, something that seems to shimmer just beneath the surface of this idyllic scene. As you stroll slowly through your imagination, the gentle rustling of leaves and the soft sighing of the wind through the trees create a relaxing story around you, one that encourages your mind to float freely. The golden light of the lanterns casts long, sloping shadows that move like slow dancers across the ground. There is a faint scent of wood smoke and pumpkin spice carried on the breeze, soothing and warm, wrapping around you as if the village itself were a tender embrace. Every detail of this sleep story is meant to guide you deeper into relaxation. From the glint of a brass doorknob to the smooth, worn stone of the village well at the center of the square. Though everything seems calm, a subtle undercurrent begins to ripple through the village. Perhaps it is the memory of those who lived here long ago, the echoes of events that time has not fully erased, the quiet resonance of forgotten stories. As your breath slows, feel your mind open just enough to sense this gentle mystery, a magical whisper that does not demand attention but invites curiosity. The cornfields beyond the village sway softly, golden stalks brushing against one another like old friends sharing secrets. The night sky above deepens to a velvety indigo, studded with early stars twinkling with a peaceful shimmer. You may notice a distant, irregular chime perhaps from a clock tower long abandoned, or maybe the soft steps of a presence that is no longer bound to the physical world. The sensation is subtle, almost imperceptible, yet it adds a layer of depth to this guided sleep meditation. Let it be a gentle thrill, not a fear, an invitation to explore the hidden corners of this coziest, most magical night. Every detail, every sound, every flicker of light in this sleep story is designed to cradle you, to ease your thoughts, to relax your muscles, to invite your mind to wander calmly into imagination while remaining anchored in serene comfort as you continue through the village in your mind. Imagine the gentle sway of a porch swing, the distant murmur of a brook, the soft coo of an owl. Every sensory detail layers upon the last, creating a rich tapestry of calm and magic. A world where mystery exists without anxiety, where history and supernatural hints blend seamlessly with the coziest, peaceful, calming atmosphere. Allow yourself to breathe with the rhythm of the village, inhaling serenity, exhaling tension, sinking ever deeper into the comfort of your own bed. As the night deepens, let the first soft shadows of the haunted harvest stretch across your imagination. Feel the subtle anticipation, the gentle intrigue that lies in the forgotten corners of history, and the quiet secrets of the land, yet remain peaceful, cradled by the magic of this moment, cocooned in warmth and relaxation. And as the story drifts onward, allow yourself to melt into the calm, guided by the gentle voice of Evelyn Blackwood, your companion through this sleep story, your guide in this coziest, calming journey through autumn, history, and whispers of the unknown. Asterisk. As your body relaxes further into your bed, your mind continues to wander through the quiet streets of the New England village. The lantern's amber glow flickers gently, casting long, playful shadows across cobblestones slick with dew. The air is crisp, carrying the comforting scent of wood smoke and earth, with the faint sweetness of pumpkin spice lingering like a whisper of warmth. You inhale slowly, allowing the coziest sensation of safety and calm to fill your chest, and exhale fully, letting every tension drift away. This is your sleep story, a relaxing story designed to gently guide you into a state of peace while the world of imagination stretches before you, both magical and subtly mysterious. Beyond the village square, the cornfields stretch like golden waves, their tall stalks brushing softly against one another, creating a rustling symphony that merges perfectly with the distant, faint call of an owl. Perhaps you notice tiny motes of light flickering between the stalks, like fireflies or something more otherworldly, moving in patterns that seem deliberate, magical, yet completely safe. The wind carries their shimmer across the village, brushing against your face in the coziest, most soothing manner, as if the air itself were inviting you to explore just a little further. Every step you take in your imagination becomes a guided sleep meditation, each sound and sensation carefully orchestrated to relax, to calm, to enchant. A soft fog begins to creep along the edges of the streets, curling around fences, doorways, and lampposts. It's a peaceful fog, not heavy or oppressive, but magical, as if the night itself is breathing quietly, preparing the village for something hidden yet gentle. In this moment, you may sense the faintest movement out of the corner of your chateau shift, a door creaking, or a subtle flicker of candlelight from an abandoned window. It is not alarming. Instead, it carries a hint of intrigue, a whisper of the unknown, an invitation to linger in curiosity while remaining perfectly safe. This delicate interplay between calm and mystery is the essence of a haunted harvest, where sleep stories and guided sleep meditation meet the gentle thrill of something unseen. As you drift further into this scene, the architecture of the village comes into focus. Each building, rich with history, wooden beams darkened by centuries, stone chimneys standing proudly, and roofs dusted with fallen leaves, all tell a story of a place untouched by hurry. Shadows fall softly across the walls, moving with the lantern light, as if the buildings themselves breathe, alive with memory. You might notice a faint, almost imperceptible shimmer in the aerotric of the lanterns, or perhaps a soft trace of the past, lingering, subtle, and peaceful. Every detail, every sound, every flicker contributes to the coziest, most calming tapestry, allowing your mind to wander freely while remaining anchored in comfort. The village fountain murmurs quietly, its water rippling gently in the evening breeze. Tiny droplets catch the lantern light, sparkling like scattered stars, and you can almost feel their coolness brushing lightly across your skin. A soft, distant melody drifts through the air, carried on the wind, a tune from a forgotten festival, or perhaps the echoes of music from villagers long gone. The sound is soothing, coziest in its serenity, magical in its faint connection to history, and calming in the way it blends seamlessly with the natural lullaby of leaves, water, and soft night winds. Every breath you take synchronizes with this rhythm, deepening your sense of calm and relaxation, while the gentle thrill of the unknown whispers softly around you. As you wander near the edge of the cornfields, a sudden shimmer in the mist catches your attention. For a brief moment, the fog seems to part, revealing a path lined with faintly glowing stones, leading towards something ancient and secret. You do not feel compelled to move, but to observe quietly, to let the magic settle around you. A subtle warmth radiates from the path, coziest and calming, inviting your imagination to explore without ever leaving the comfort of your bed. In the distance, the faint chime of a bell echoes irregularly, as if acknowledging your presence in this peaceful, magical world, a gentle reminder of the village's living history. Even as night deepens, the scene remains serene, almost dreamlike, balancing the gentle hints of supernatural presence with the coziest, most peaceful environment. Lanterns flicker, leaves rustle, and the cornfields sway as though alive, each motion part of the natural, relaxing rhythm. Evelyn Blackwood's voice guides you softly through this narrative, a companion in your guided sleep meditation, reminding you that this world is a cocoon of safety, curiosity, and gentle magic. As the story drifts, allow your thoughts to flow with the night, sinking ever deeper into relaxation. Every detail, the rustle of leaves, the shimmer of light, the faint echo of history, encourages your mind to settle, to rest, and to drift into peaceful sleep. Asterisk, as your body settles further into comfort, feel your breath slow and deepen, carrying you gently into the heart of the village. The lanterns now cast a soft, golden haze across the cobblestones, and the edges of the streets seem to blur slightly under the gentle sweep of fog drifting from the surrounding cornfields. The air is cooler, yet coziest in its embrace, scented faintly with wood smoke and the rich, earthy aroma of fallen leaves. Each inhalation brings a sense of calm. Each exhalation releases tension, guiding you deeper into this sleep story. A magical journey that feels both peaceful and subtly intriguing. Beyond the village square, shadows lengthen, stretching like quiet whispers across the ground. The faint glow of lanterns seems to ripple as though the light itself breathes, shimmering in ways that are almost imperceptible. Perhaps a shadow moves just out of the corner of your eye, a silhouette crossing a window, or the soft glint of a reflective surface on a distant roof. There is no fear here, only curiosity, a gentle tingle of the magical unknown that enhances the calming, relaxing story enveloping you. This is the perfect balance for a guided sleep meditation, a world where mystery exists lightly, suspended over coziest, most peaceful terrain, allowing your imagination to wander freely, while your body remains anchored in comfort. As you move mentally toward the edge of the village, the buildings appear alive in their quiet way. Wooden shutters sway slightly with the breeze, doors creak with a soft rhythm, and the faint glimmer of candlelight flickers within windows. The light plays across the walls, highlighting details you might not notice at first. A carved motif on a door frame, the gentle tilt of a roofline, moss curling around a stone step. Each detail is part of this magical, calming environment, a coziest lullaby that guides your mind along the edges of history and imagination. The village seems to remember itself, the presence of those long gone gently echoing through the streets, adding layers to this sleep story without ever disturbing the serenity. The cornfields sway around the village like waves of golden light in the dusk. As the fog drifts closer, you notice soft, shimmering figures among the stalks, ethereal and elusive, moving slowly as if guided by the breeze. They are faint, magical glimpses, not to frighten, but to intrigue. Perhaps they are the echoes of past harvests, the memories of villagers who once walked these fields, lingering to observe quietly. Their presence adds depth to this relaxing story, inviting your imagination to explore while your body sinks ever deeper into peaceful calm. The sound of rustling leaves, soft and rhythmic, becomes a hypnotic cadence, enhancing this guided sleep meditation, allowing your mind to drift effortlessly with the natural, magical rhythms of the night. A distant bell tolls once, irregularly, its echo stretching across the village, mingling with the soft rustle of leaves and the whispering wind. The sound is calming, coziest in its gentle insistence, and it seems to awaken subtle movements in the fog. You may notice the faint outline of a figure standing silently near an old wooden fence, perhaps a villager from long ago, observing the fields with quiet purpose. The scene is magical, peaceful, and calming, the perfect balance of intrigue and serenity, and your mind absorbs it without alarm, simply enjoying the coziest sensation of being part of a living, breathing, yet softly supernatural world. Nearby, the fountain in the square glimmers as droplets catch the lantern light, each splash a tiny star suspended in liquid motion. The air hums softly with the memory of celebrations, past the faint melody of a festival long gone, a coziest lullaby from centuries ago. Even as these ghostly echoes whisper through the night, the atmosphere remains calming and magical, perfect for a relaxing story. Every sound, every movement, every glimmer of light guides you further into the gentle rhythm of this haunted harvest, allowing your imagination to drift without restraint while your body relaxes completely. As you take in the subtle wonders of the village, notice the interplay of light and shadow across the cobblestones, the soft swaying of lanterns, the gentle movement in the cornfields. All of it is part of the coziest, most peaceful guided sleep meditation, a balance of calm, curiosity, and magical intrigue. Let yourself breathe with the rhythm of the village. Each inhale a wave of serenity, each exhale a release of tension, letting the haunted harvest envelop you in a cocoon of magical calm. Evelyn Blackwood's voice whispers through your imagination, guiding you ever deeper into the sleep story. As the story drifts, allow yourself to sink into the peaceful warmth and subtle wonder of the night, coziest and most magical in its quiet, calming embrace. Asterisk, as your body continues to relax, imagine the village deepening into twilight, the lanterns casting longer, cozier glows across the cobblestone streets. The fog now thickens slightly, curling around the edges of doorways, porches, and the bases of ancient trees. Each swirl of mist seems almost deliberate, a gentle dance choreographed by the night itself. Inhale slowly, feeling the crisp October air fill your lungs, and exhale all tension, letting your body sink further into comfort. This is your sleep story, a guided journey into serenity and subtle mystery, where every sound, every shimmer of light, every movement in the fog is part of a magical, calming tableau beyond the village square. The cornfields whisper softly, rustling like a gentle lullaby. Tiny flickers of light move between the stalks, more defined than before, dancing slowly as if invisible hands guide them. They are not threatening. They are magical sparks, playful and coziest, like fireflies with purpose. Perhaps you notice them tracing faint shapes, a circle, a line, a curve that seems almost deliberate. Your imagination may wander to wonder if they are memories of past villagers or subtle manifestations of the land's ancient history. The air is filled with the faintest hum of energy, a magical vibration that adds intrigue without fear, enhancing this relaxing story and deepening the peaceful ambience of the guided sleep meditation. The village itself feels alive now, as though it breathes alongside you. Wooden shutters sway slightly with the evening breeze. The doors creak in rhythm with distant footsteps, and the glow of candlelight in windows flickers, hinting at shapes that may or may not exist. You sense gentle presences moving through the streets, perhaps long-departed villagers observing quietly, their spirits folded into the very fabric of the town. These subtle supernatural touches do not disturb the serenity. Instead, they weave a tapestry of intrigue and calm, balancing coziest comfort with magical curiosity. Every element, the sound of rustling leaves, the shimmer of lantern light, the soft chime of a distant bell guides your mind into deeper relaxation while keeping your imagination engaged. Walking in your mind toward the village fountain, notice the water rippling in response to the gentle night breeze. Tiny droplets rise and fall, catching the lantern glow and sparkling like stars in motion. The surface of the fountain seems almost alive, reflecting glimpses of shadowy figures who move gracefully, then vanish as you focus more closely. The scene is peaceful, coziest in its rhythm, yet undeniably magical. The faint echo of distant music drifts through the air, a song carried from a festival of old, or perhaps a memory lingering in the stones themselves. The melody is calming, a soft layer in this guided sleep story, urging you to sink further into serenity while gently stirring your curiosity. As you glance toward the cornfields again, a particularly luminous shimmer appears between the stalks. This light pulses softly, revealing a figure, faint and translucent, walking slowly along the hidden path. Its movements are deliberate, almost ceremonial, yet entirely non-threatening. The figure pauses, tilts its head, and seems to notice you. You do not feel fear. Instead, there is a coziest kind of wonder, a gentle thrill that flows through your imagination like a wave. The night air carries the softest whisper, as if the land itself speaks, sharing secrets of harvests past, tales of those who came before, and lessons hidden in the folds of time. Every inhalation deepens your sense of calm. Every exhalation releases tension, allowing this guided sleep meditation to cradle you fully. Nearby, the old bell tower tolls once more, its sound uneven yet melodic, rolling through the village and bouncing softly off the rooftops. The fog around the tower swirls with gentle rhythm, forming shapes that seem almost like faces, watching with quiet curiosity. The air is magical and coziest, filled with a subtle harmony between the supernatural and the serene. You may sense the village itself whispering stories, faint echoes of history dancing alongside the natural lullaby of rustling leaves, flowing water, and distant candlelight. It is both calming and mysteriously engaging, the perfect balance for a sleep story designed to relax your body and gently spark your imagination. The night deepens, and every detail that Corden feels, the lanterns, the shadows, the subtle figures moving, blends into a serene, magical rhythm. Your mind floats among the village, exploring its gentle mysteries, while your body remains entirely relaxed, cocooned in warmth and comfort. Evelyn Blackwood's voice continues to guide you, whispering softly, ensuring every twist of shadow and glimmer of light invites wonder without fear. As the story drifts onward, let yourself sink even deeper into this peaceful, coziest moment, where history, magic, and supernatural whispers combine to lull you toward a calming, restorative sleep. Asterisk, as your body remains nestled comfortably in bed, let your mind wander deeper into the village of haunted harvest, a Columbus Day nightmare. The lanterns flicker softly, casting golden light across the cobblestones, and the fog curls around the corners of old buildings, drifting lazily, as if guided by some gentle, unseen hand. The village, alive in memory and magic, hums quietly. A coziest lullaby of light, shadow, and whispering leaves. Breathe in slowly, savoring the crisp autumn air scented faintly with wood smoke and pumpkin spice, and exhale any remaining tension. This is your sleep story, a relaxing story designed to carry you into serenity while inviting a subtle thrill of mystery, perfectly balanced to keep you both peaceful and engaged. Beyond the square, the cornfields sway rhythmically, their golden stalks brushing softly together, creating a gentle rustling that harmonizes with the distant chime of the bell tower. Now, the supernatural presence grows a touch more tangible. Faint glimmers of light float above the ground, moving like gentle will-o'-the wisps, swirling around the edges of the fog. Each shimmer is delicate, magical, and non-threatening. A playful whisper from the village is a hidden past. Perhaps you notice the faint outline of a figure walking slowly among the corn, translucent and glowing, carrying the air of memory rather than menace. The sight is coziest in its intrigue, calming in the way it hints at history and secrets without disturbing the tranquility of the night. In the village square, the fountain ripples gently, reflecting the lantern's warm light in tiny dancing stars. The water seems almost alive, responding to the presence of unseen spirits who drift quietly through the streets. The gentle murmur of the fountain, paired with the rustling leaves, an occasional distant melody, forms a hypnotic symphony, perfect for this guided sleep meditation. You feel the rhythm of the village, the sway of shadows and light, syncing with your own heartbeat and breath, each movement drawing you further into a peaceful, magical state. Every detail, the shimmer of mist, the flicker of candlelight, the movement of shadowy figures is part of a most calming tapestry. The faint figures among the cornfields approach the village edge, pausing near doorways and porches. They seem to observe rather than intrude, gentle echoes of harvests long past, reminding the village of the passage of time, of traditions kept and stories preserved. Their presence carries a magical serenity, coziest and most peaceful, heightening your imagination without causing alarm. The subtle supernatural layer of this sleep story becomes a soothing companion, a relaxing story element that encourages curiosity while maintaining a calming embrace. As you stroll mentally through the village, notice how the fog interacts with the lanterns, forming ethereal patterns that twist and shimmer, revealing hints of faces, shapes, and soft movements that vanish as soon as you focus. This delicate interplay of shadow and light creates a magical, almost meditative effect, inviting your mind to wander safely through mystery. The cornfield's soft rustle, the distant bell chimes, and the whisper of leaves form a layered symphony, a coziest lullaby, guiding your thoughts and muscles into complete relaxation. Every element contributes to a sense of peaceful immersion, making this a perfect sleep story and guided sleep meditation experience. The night deepens further, and the village seems suspended between worlds, between memory and imagination, history and supernatural presence. You may notice the faint outline of an old wagon resting against the barn, its wheels whispering softly as if stirred by invisible hands. The pumpkin's faces glow softly, casting playful shadows on walls, and the fog curls in delicate spirals, magical and calm. Evelyn Blackwood's voice, steady and gentle, whispers reminders to breathe deeply, to release tension, to embrace the coziest, most peaceful feeling of the haunted harvest. Each exhale allows you to drift further into serenity. Each inhale fills you with warmth and magical calm. As this chapter comes to its gentle close, let yourself linger in the village's magic, the shadows, the cornfields, the glowing lanterns. The faint figures all merge into a coziest, calming world, a subtle balance of mystery and tranquility. You are safe, cocooned in warmth and comfort, your imagination free to explore while your body rests fully. As the story fades, allow yourself to drift into peaceful sleep, carrying with you the magical whispers of history and the gentle serenity of the haunted harvest. If you have enjoyed this chapter, consider subscribing and supporting Midnight Murmurs Radio so Evelyn Blackwood can continue to guide you through more bedtime stories, sleep stories, relaxing stories, and guided sleep meditations, where every whisper, every flicker of light, and every rustling leaf is designed to soothe, calm, and enchant your mind. Asterisk. Welcome back, dear listener, to another gentle evening with Midnight Murmurs Radio. I am Evelyn Blackwood, and tonight we continue our journey through Haunted Harvest, a Columbus Day nightmare. As you lie down once again, feel the familiar weight of your body sinking into the soft embrace of your bed, your muscles relaxing deeper with every slow exhale. Let your hands rest lightly by your sides, your legs uncrossed, your mind floating free from the worries of the day. Take a deep, calm breath, inhaling peace, exhaling tension, letting yourself drift further into this sleep story, a guided, coziest, magical experience designed to soothe and intrigue simultaneously. Imagine the village once more, now cloaked in the deeper shades of night, the lanterns glowing with a soft, golden warmth. The fog curls along the cobblestones, swirling lazily around porches, trees, and fences, blurring edges and creating a magical, otherworldly ambience. The air carries a faint scent of wood smoke and autumn leaves, warm and comforting, coziest in its embrace, wrapping you in a blanket of calm. Somewhere distant, a bell tolls softly, irregular yet soothing, blending perfectly with the gentle rustle of cornfields surrounding the village. This is your guided sleep meditation, a world where the supernatural blends with serenity, where every detail of the night whispers both history and subtle mystery. The cornfields stretch beyond the village square, golden stalks swaying gently in the cool night breeze. Among them, faint glimmers of light shimmer and flicker, more defined than before, drifting like gentle spirits moving with purpose. They are not alarming. Rather, they invite curiosity, encouraging your imagination to explore without fear. Perhaps they form patterns, shapes, or trails that hint at stories long past. A reminder of harvests and villagers who once walked these fields. The gentle rustling of leaves harmonizes with their soft glimmer. creating a coziest, calming rhythm that guides your mind into deeper relaxation, a perfect balance of magic and peace for this sleep story. The village itself seems alive under the cloak of night. Wooden shutters sway gently in the wind. Doors creak with a soft, rhythmic cadence, and the faint glow of candlelight reveals subtle shadows moving gracefully inside windows. You may sense the presence of the past. Long-departed villagers quietly observing, their memories folded into the architecture and the land itself. The atmosphere is magical, peaceful, and coziest, a calming interplay of history and imagination that allows your mind to drift freely while your body remains fully relaxed. Every detail, the shimmer of lanterns, the swaying cornfields, the whisper of leaves is part of this guided, relaxing story. Walk in your mind toward the village fountain. The water ripples gently, reflecting the golden glow of lanterns and tiny flickers of spectral light hovering nearby. A faint melody drifts across the square, soft and haunting. The echo of a festival from years long past, carried delicately on the breeze. Its notes are coziest in their serenity, magical in their subtlety, and calming in the way they blend with the natural symphony of rustling leaves and distant bell chimes. You may feel the gentle presence of spirits moving silently across the square, translucent and barely perceptible, part of the village's memory rather than anything to fear. As you wander further, the fog begins to thicken slightly, curling around the edges of the streets and weaving through the trees. You may notice figures in the distance, glowing silhouettes that drift slowly between the cornfields and village edges. Their movements are purposeful yet peaceful, like echoes of harvests long past or guardians of the village's secrets. The subtle supernatural presence is magical, coziest, and entirely calming, enhancing this guided sleep meditation while keeping your mind engaged without alarm. Each flicker of light and shadow encourages curiosity, inviting you to explore the village's gentle mysteries while your body sinks deeper into relaxation. The night sky above deepens to a rich indigo, dotted with early stars twinkling softly, reflecting the lanterns below. The interplay of shadow, light, and fog creates a mesmerizing dance, magical and peaceful, coziest in its rhythm. The cornfields sway gently, the fountain murmurs softly, and distant bell chimes echo through the square. Evelyn Blackwood's voice guides you with calm reassurance, weaving every sound, every shadow, every flicker of light into a seamless, relaxing narrative. This is your sleep story, your magical journey through history, harvest, and subtle supernatural whispers, designed to cradle your mind and body in a cozy, calming embrace. As this first part of Chapter 2 drifts toward a close, allow yourself to linger in the village's gentle magic. Feel the warmth, the serenity, the faint thrill of subtle mystery. Breathe deeply, exhaling tension, inhaling peace, and let the haunted harvest wrap around you like a soft, comforting blanket. Every rustle, every shimmer, every flicker of light guides you closer to a deep, restorative sleep, where history, magic, and calm coexist perfectly. Asterisk, as you continue to lie comfortably, let your mind drift deeper into the village of haunted harvest. A Columbus Day nightmare. The night grows quieter, yet every rustle of leaves and distant murmur of the cornfields seems amplified in this peaceful, magical setting. Lanterns glow warmly, casting soft pools of light across the cobblestones, and the fog curls in gentle spirals around the bases of trees, fences, and porches. Inhale slowly, drawing the crisp October air into your lungs, rich with the scent of wood smoke and damp earth, and exhale fully, releasing tension and inviting serenity. This is your sleep story, a relaxing story, a guided sleep meditation designed to calm your mind while teasing a gentle thrill of mystery, moving mentally toward the edge of the village. You notice the subtle flicker of spectral lights hovering just above the cornfields. They dance slowly, weaving through the fog like soft whispers of the past, almost as if the harvest itself remembered centuries of history. These luminous figures are coziest in their gentle rhythm, neither alarming nor invasive, but magical in the way they hint at unseen stories waiting to be discovered. The cornfields rustle as though responding to their presence, creating a natural symphony that blends seamlessly with the distant toll of the bell tower. Each sound, each movement is a layer in this guided sleep meditation, coaxing your mind toward peaceful, restorative sleep. The village buildings, ancient and quietly dignified, seem to come alive under the cloak of night. Wooden shutters sway softly, doors creak with a calm, rhythmic cadence, and the faint glow of candlelight reveals gentle shadows moving inside. You may notice faint figures pausing at windows or wandering silently along the edges of the streets, their translucent forms reflecting centuries of tradition and memory. There is no fear here, only curiosity and gentle wonder, the coziest blend of calm and magic. The subtle supernatural layer adds depth to this relaxing story, inviting your imagination to explore without ever leaving the comforting rhythm of your breath. Walk toward the village fountain, where the water ripples under the lantern glow, reflecting faint, dancing shadows from the fog. Tiny motes of light sparkle across the surface, almost like liquid stars, moving slowly and deliberately, hinting at the presence of unseen guides or guardians of the village's memories. A soft melody drifts through the air, faint and ethereal, like the echo of a festival long past. Its notes are soothing and coziest, weaving seamlessly into the natural lullaby of rustling leaves and distant bell chimes. Every breath you take synchronizes with the rhythm of this magical, peaceful tabla, deepening your relaxation and enhancing the meditative effect of this sleep story. A figure appears briefly at the far edge of the cornfields, translucent and shimmering. Its movement is slow and deliberate, a reminder that history and memory linger in gentle, magical forms. You may sense a soft energy radiating from it, coziest and calming, as though the village itself is alive with unseen caretakers, preserving stories of harvests and celebrations long past. This subtle supernatural presence enhances the guided sleep meditation, encouraging your imagination to wander safely through mystery while your body remains completely relaxed. The fog thickens slightly around the lanterns, curling and twisting to form delicate patterns in the air. Shapes flicker faintly, faces, silhouettes, histories, but they are peaceful, coziest glimpses of a magical realm that exists alongside the everyday village. Your mind absorbs these visions effortlessly, savoring the gentle thrill of the unknown without tension or alarm. The interplay of shadow, light, and fog creates a mesmerizing, calming rhythm, guiding your thoughts and muscles toward full relaxation. Every flicker, every rustle, every shimmer in this part of the village becomes a thread in a tapestry of serenity and magical intrigue. The night sky deepens to a rich indigo, sprinkled with early stars twinkling softly above the lanterns. The cornfields sway, the fountain ripples, the bell chimes softly, and the spectral figures move gracefully among the fog. Evelyn Blackwood's voice drifts gently through your imagination, a coziest companion guiding you through this sleep story. As you breathe deeply, exhaling tension and inhaling serenity, allow the subtle magic, the peaceful whispers of history, and the gentle supernatural presence to envelop you fully. Every detail of the haunted harvest encourages calm, curiosity, and the coziest drift toward restorative sleep. As this part of Chapter 2 concludes, linger in the soft, magical ambience of the village. Feel the gentle hum of history, the subtle presence of spirits, and the cozy, most calming rhythm of rustling leaves and flickering lights. Let yourself sink deeper into this guided sleep meditation, where magic, memory, and serenity entwine perfectly, carrying you closer to a peaceful, restorative slumber. As you continue to lie quietly, feel your body melting further into your bed. Each exhale releasing tension, each inhale filling you with calm and warmth. De Viaje of Haunted Harvest. A Columbus Day nightmare unfolds around you, deeper into the night, more alive with subtle, magical energy. Lanterns flicker with a golden glow, casting long, gentle shadows along the cobblestone streets, while the fog curls and drifts in soft, hypnotic patterns. The air is crisp, scented with woodsmoke, damp earth, and the faint sweetness of autumn leaves, wrapping you in a cocoon of coziest serenity. This is your sleep story, a relaxing story, a guided sleep meditation, guiding your imagination through gentle mystery while your body rests fully. The cornfields surrounding the village sway softly in the cool night breeze. Among the stalks, faint glimmers of light float and weave slowly, forming shapes that suggest movement, life, and stories hidden in the past. They are not threatening, only magical, coziest hints of the village's memory lingering at the edges of your awareness. The soft rustling of leaves harmonizes with their flicker, a natural lullaby for the mind, creating a rhythm that encourages your thoughts to drift, your muscles to relax, and your imagination to wander freely. This interplay of calm and intrigue is the essence of a guided sleep meditation, where subtle supernatural presence coexists with serene peace. As you wander mentally along the village street, notice the buildings subtly shift in the lantern light. Wooden shutters sway gently, doors creak in rhythm with distant footsteps that do not disturb, and faint shadows move behind curtained windows, suggesting gentle presences watching over the village. These spirits, translucent and peaceful, carry memories of harvests, festivals, and celebrations long past. Their movement is slow, deliberate, coziest and calming, enhancing the magical tapestry of this sleep story. Your imagination absorbs each detail effortlessly, intrigued yet unafraid, wrapped in a cocoon of serenity. At the village fountain, the water ripples in soft response to the night breeze. Tiny motes of light flicker across its surface, reflecting lantern glow and shifting shadows, forming brief, delicate shapes before dissolving into the darkness. You may hear faint notes of music, almost ghostly, drifting from the square, a melody from Longo festivals or harvest celebrations. Its sound is coziest, calming, magical, blending with the natural rustle of leaves and distant bell chimes. Each inhalation aligns with the rhythm of the village. Each exhalation releases stress, and your body settles deeper into the calming cadence of this relaxing story. The fog thickens and curls around the edges of the cornfields and streets. Figures begin to appear more clearly, glowing softly, moving gracefully as if guided by the wind itself. They linger near trees, fence posts, and porches, observing rather than intruding, faint reminders of the village's rich history. The presence of these gentle spirits adds a layer of subtle mystery, enhancing the magical experience while keeping your mind calm and your body relaxed. Every shima, every rustle, every faint movement contributes to a coziest, most peaceful atmosphere, encouraging your imagination to explore safely while maintaining perfect relaxation. The night sky above depends to a dark indigo, stars twinkling faintly in rhythm with the flickering lanterns below. Shadows dance lightly across the cobblestones, fog curls around them like silk, and the cornfields sway in synchrony with the subtle, magical energy surrounding the village. Evelyn Blackwood's voice drifts softly through your mind, guiding each breath, each thought, weaving all details of the haunted harvest into a seamless, calming narrative. Every elementa, ghostly lights, rustling leaves, flowing water, soft music, and lantern glow coalesces into a gentle, coziest lullaby for your mind and body, perfect for drifting toward restorative sleep. As this part of Chapter 2 comes to a close, allow yourself to linger in the magical serenity of the village. Feel the subtle presence of spirits, the gentle sway of cornfields, the soft light of lanterns, and the coziest, calming rhythm of the night. Breathe deeply, exhaling tension, inhaling peace, and let the haunted harvest envelop you fully. Every flicker of shadow and light encourages calm, curiosity, and relaxation, guiding you effortlessly toward a restful, peaceful sleep. Asterisk, as you settle further into the comfort of your bed, allow your mind to wander deeper into the village of Haunted Harvest. A Columbus Day nightmare. The fog now drifts in gentle waves, curling around trees, fences, and old stone walls, softening every edge and wrapping the streets in a coziest, calming embrace. Lanterns flicker warmly, casting pools of golden light across cobblestones, while distant bell chimes echo faintly, marking the passage of time in a gentle, rhythmic manner. Inhale slowly, drawing in the crisp autumn air, rich with wood smoke and damp leaves. Then exhale fully, releasing any lingering tension. This is your sleep story, a relaxing story, a guided sleep meditation where subtle supernatural threads mingle with serenity, inviting both curiosity and calm. Beyond the village square, the cornfields sway gently in the night breeze. Faint glimmers of light now appear more frequently, floating slowly above the stalks like small, enchanted spirits. Their movements are deliberate yet peaceful, weaving patterns through the fog, hinting at stories of harvests past. These magical lights are coziest in their rhythm, neither alarming nor intrusive, but guiding your imagination to explore the hidden corners of the village while your body remains fully relaxed. The rustle of corn, combined with the distant melody of faintly echoing music, creates a serene, hypnotic symphony that deepens the relaxing, magical experience of this sleep story. The village buildings seem alive beneath the gentle glow of lanterns. Wooden shutters sway softly, doors creak rhythmically, and faint candlelight glimmers in windows, revealing slow, graceful shadows moving inside. You may notice figures pausing at doorways or wandering silently along the streets, translucent and ethereal. These gentle spirits carry memories of harvest celebrations, festivals, and traditions long past. Their movements are coziest and calming, adding a subtle supernatural presence that enhances the magical, peaceful ambience of this guided sleep meditation. Every flicker of shadow and light encourages curiosity without fear, letting your mind wander safely while your body sinks further into relaxation. At the village fountain, the water ripples gently, reflecting lantern light and tiny glimmers of spectral energy hovering above the surface. Each ripple, each sparkle forms a delicate, magical dance, like the heartbeat of the village itself. You may hear a soft, almost ghostly melody drifting from the square, faint and coziest, echoing faintly from festivals long gone. The music blends with the natural sounds of rustling leaves and distant bell chimes, creating a hypnotic cadence that encourages your mind to drift, your muscles to relax, and your breath to synchronize with the peaceful rhythm of the haunted harvest. Now, subtle supernatural events become more pronounced. In the fog near the cornfields, you notice a figure more defined. Its glow, faint but steady. It moves slowly, deliberately, pausing to observe the village before gliding gracefully along the edge of the street. You sense no danger, only a magical presence, coziest and calming, a whisper of history and memory intertwined with the natural rhythm of the night. The fog twists around the figure, forming fleeting shapes, patterns, faint gestures always, gentle, always magical, adding layers of intrigue without disrupting the relaxing cadence of the story. The night sky above is a deep, velvety indigo stars twinkling faintly in harmony with the flickering lanterns below. Shadows play across the cobblestones, fog swirls in delicate spirals, and the cornfields sway in quiet rhythm with the soft energy of the village. Evelyn Blackwood's voice drifts gently through your imagination, guiding each breath, each thought, weaving every subtle phenomena into a seamless, calming narrative. Every detail, the flickering lights, rustling leaves, flowing fountain, distant bell chimes, and ghostly figures coalesces into a magical, coziest lullaby for your mind and body, perfect for drifting toward restorative sleep. As this part of Chapter 2 draws to a close, Allow yourself to linger in the soft, magical ambience of the village. Feel the gentle presence of spirits, the sway of cornfields, the glow of lanterns, and the coziest, most calming rhythm of the night. Breathe deeply, exhaling tension and inhaling peace, letting the haunted harvest wrap around you fully. Every flicker of light and shadow encourages calm, curiosity, and deep relaxation, carrying you closer to a peaceful, restorative slumber. As you lie comfortably, allow your mind to drift deeper into the village of haunted harvest, a Columbus Day nightmare. The fog thickens slightly, curling like soft silk around trees, fences, and cobblestone streets, blurring edges and creating a magical, mysterious atmosphere. Lanterns glow warmly, casting long, quivering shadows across the village, while the distant bell tolls slowly, its sound echoing faintly, marking the quiet rhythm of the night. Inhale deeply, drawing the crisp autumn air into your lungs, scented with wood smoke, damp leaves, and a hint of pumpkin, and exhale fully, letting your body relax further. This is your sleep story. A relaxing story, a guided sleep meditation that combines calm serenity with subtle, coziest suspense. The cornfields sway gently in the night breeze, golden stalks brushing softly against one another. Faint lights hover above them, dancing slowly, as though moved by unseen hands. They form delicate patterns, weaving through the fog in magical, calming arcs. Occasionally, a figure emerges from the mist, its shape translucent and glowing softly, moving with deliberate, graceful rhythm. These subtle, supernatural presences carry the coziest energy, inviting curiosity without fear, a gentle thrill woven into the peaceful cadence of this guided sleep meditation. Every rustle of leaves, every flicker of light, every faint movement contributes to a tapestry of calm intrigue, blending history, harvest, and gentle supernatural whispers. The village buildings, ancient and dignified, sway slightly under the lantern glow. Wooden shutters flutter softly, doors creak rhythmically, and the faint light of candles reveals slow shadows moving inside. Figures may pause at windows or wander silently along streets, translucent and serene. These spirits, guardians of the village's memory, carry echoes of festivals and harvest celebrations from centuries past. Their movements are subtle and magical, coziest in their rhythm, enhancing the peaceful, calming atmosphere. Every flicker of shadow encourages your mind to explore safely, while your body rests fully, immersed in relaxation. At the fountain, the water ripples with soft, gentle motion, reflecting lantern light and tiny sparks of spectral glow above the surface. Each shimmer seems to pulse with the heartbeat of the village, a magical rhythm that blends seamlessly with the distant music of past celebrations drifting faintly in the night. The melody is coziest and calming, echoing softly through the mist, harmonizing with rustling leaves, the bell toll, and the subtle sway of cornfields. Every inhalation synchronizes with this rhythm. Every exhalation releases tension, drawing your body deeper into a cocoon of serenity. Now, subtle supernatural events become more distinct. Figures in the fog move closer, their forms more defined, glowing with gentle light. They pause near trees, porches, and fences, moving in deliberate patterns, almost ceremonial, yet entirely non-threatening. You may notice their faces, faint and peaceful, observing the village with quiet purpose. Their presence adds layers of magical intrigue, heightening curiosity while maintaining the coziest sense of calm. The fog swirls around them, forming delicate ship spirals, fleeting faces, and graceful gestures, all enhancing the mystical ambience without alarming the mind or body. The night sky deepens to a velvety indigo, speckled with early stars twinkling softly above the lantern glow. Shadows dance across cobblestones. Fog twists around corners in delicate spirals, and the cornfields sway in gentle rhythm with the subtle energies of the village. Evelyn Blackwood's voice continues to guide you, whispering with calm assurance, ensuring every flicker of light, rustle of leaves, and movement of figures becomes a coziest lullaby for your imagination and body. Every detail of the haunted harvest merges into a seamless, calming experience, combining magic, history, and subtle supernatural mystery. As this penultimate part of Chapter 2 concludes, linger in the village's soft, magical ambience. Feel the gentle presence of spirits, the sway of cornfields, the flickering lanterns, and the coziest, most calming rhythm of the night. Breathe deeply, exhaling tension, inhaling serenity, letting the haunted harvest wrap around you fully. Every shadow, flicker, and whisper encourages calm, curiosity, and relaxation, guiding you effortlessly toward restorative, peaceful sleep. Asterisk. As you continue to lie comfortably, allow your body to sink even deeper into the soft embrace of your bed. The Viaje of Haunted Harvest. A Columbus Day nightmare stretches out before your imagination, alive with gentle, magical energy. The fog drifts slowly, curling around trees, fences, and cobblestone streets, softening edges and creating an atmosphere both mysterious and peaceful. Lanterns flicker with warm, golden light, casting dancing shadows that stretch and twist gracefully across the village square. Inhale slowly, drawing the crisp autumn air, scented faintly with wood smoke and pumpkin, into your lungs, and exhale fully, releasing every trace of tension. This is your sleep story. A relaxing story, a guided sleep meditation where magic, mystery, and serenity intertwine perfectly. The cornfields surrounding the village sway gently in the night breeze, golden stalks brushing softly together. Above them, faint spectral lights float and weave in slow, deliberate patterns, glowing softly against the mist. Their movement is magical and coziest, drawing your mind gently toward curiosity without fear. Occasionally, you may notice a figure gliding slowly between the rows, translucent and serene, as if carrying memories of harvests long past. The subtle supernatural presence heightens intrigue, while maintaining a peaceful, calming ambience, perfectly suited for a guided sleep. Meditation, every rustle, every flicker of light, every delicate movement contributes to a tapestry of coziest serenity and gentle wonder. The village buildings, ancient and dignified, sway softly under the lantern glow, Wooden shutters flutter lightly. Doors creak with rhythmic cadence, and faint candlelight reveals shadows that move slowly and gracefully inside windows. Figures pause at doorways or drift silently along streets. Their forms, translucent, ethereal. These gentle spirits carry the weight of history, the echoes of festivals, harvests, and celebrations long past. Their presence is magical, coziest, and calming, adding a layer of subtle supernatural intrigue without disturbing the peace of your mind or body. Every flicker of shadow and light draws your attention softly, letting your imagination explore while your body relaxes completely at the fountain. The water ripples gently under the lantern glow, reflecting tiny sparks of spectral light above its surface. Each shimmer seems to pulse in time with the heartbeat of the village, creating a magical rhythm that blends seamlessly with the distant music of faint celebrations long ago. The melody drifts softly through the night, coziest in its serenity, harmonizing with the rustling leaves, distant bell chimes, and the gentle sway of cornfields. Your breath aligns naturally with this rhythm, each exhale releasing tension, each inhale drawing peace and calm deeper into your body. Subtle supernatural phenomena reach a gentle crescendo. Figures in the fog move with deliberate, graceful motion, pausing near trees, porches, and streets. Their soft glow illuminates fleeting shapes in the mist spirals, faces, gestures, all magical, coziest, and peaceful. You sense a profound connection between the village, its history, and your own imagination, each element intertwining to create a seamless, calming narrative. The fog swirls around the figures, the lanterns flicker, and the cornfields sway in harmony with the gentle pulse of the night, enhancing both curiosity and relaxation. Above, the night sky is a deep indigo, stars twinkling faintly in rhythm with the lantern glow below. Shadows dance lightly across cobblestones, fog drifts in soft spirals, and spectral figures move gracefully among the village streets. Evelyn Blackwood's voice guides you through this coziest, magical landscape, encouraging deep breaths, gentle awareness, and total relaxation. Every elementa, flickering lights, rustling leaves, flowing fountain, distant bell chimes, and ghostly figures blends into a calming, restorative lullaby for your mind and body. As Chapter 2 draws to a close, allow yourself to linger in the peaceful magic of the haunted harvest. Feel the gentle presence of spirits, the sway of cornfields, the glow of lanterns, and the coziest, most calming rhythm of the night. Breathe deeply, exhaling tension and inhaling serenity, letting the village, the subtle supernatural elements, and the soft historical echoes envelop you fully. As the story fades, drift effortlessly into restorative sleep, carrying the coziest, most peaceful sensations with you. If you enjoyed this journey, consider subscribing to Midnight Murmurs Radio so Evelyn Blackwood can continue to guide you through more bedtime stories, sleep stories, relaxing stories, and guided sleep meditations, each designed to soothe, calm, and enchant your nights.